What about the blending of structured time management and spontaneity? So putting those two together and using those two things as one of your time management tools in your toolbox. So what I mean is, maybe you set out an hour in which to do your work, but within that hour you have a menu. You have 2 or 3 things that you could be doing, and you don't pre-decide what to do. You sort of leave it up to when you sit down in that hour and pick one off the list. So here's an example, is I have this list of the 10 most played jazz standards. So I have an hour to work on improvisation. During that hour, I'll pick a song off this menu and work on that song. So it's not like totally spontaneous. I'm not just willy-nilly trying to figure out what to do during that hour. I have a tiny bit of structure that helps me. So maybe today I'll sit down and work on All the Things You Are. And maybe tomorrow I'll sit down and work on My Funny Valentine, which is number 6 on the list. You could see how you could do this for yourself. Perhaps you're a writer, so you have an hour to write, and you could say, well, during that hour I can work on this character, I could work on this scene, or I could, file some notes or do some work on the bibliography or something like that, and you give yourself 3 or 4 things that you could do during that hour that you'll decide based on your energy and feel and vibe when you get to that hour. Maybe you're a songwriter and you've carved out an hour for songwriting. You could say, well, I'm going to start a new song during that hour. I'm going to work on the chorus of this old song, or I'm going to actually just play through this song I just finished that I don't really know that well. Maybe I'll use that hour to kind of work on the performance of it a little bit. So those are the 3 things you would choose between when you get to that time period. So the idea is, how can you use this blend of structured and unstructured time? I should come up with a name for it. Do you have a name for this? There probably is a name, but if you have a name for it, let me know. But how could you use this kind of unstructured, structured time in your day? Are you already doing it? If you're already doing it, tell me how. Share with me how you do this in your life. And if you want more help with creating this kind of structure or unstructured or structured, unstructured time, DM me, and I'd love to help you, get better at using your time the way you want to use it.